Hello. Welcome to the channel. My goal is to hit 30 subscribers this month. Can you help me by subscribing and leaving a like? Manchester United fans get what they want from Erik ten Hag and Alejandro Garnacho. Man United won in familiar fashion against Wolves to take one step closer to qualifying for the Champions League. Twice Manchester United fans begged Erik ten Hag to introduce Alejandro Garnacho. Just when it looked like he intended to ignore them, Garnacho ran out of the shelter. Soon he was running towards the fans who were chanting his name so ardently. Running down the wing, "Hear United sing," sang the Stretford Enders. Garnacho raced through the middle to clinch victory in his first appearance since suffering an ankle injury in the same final 8 weeks ago. Ten Hag embraced Garnacho on the field full-time. Ten Hag brought on Harry Maguire and Fred with 10 minutes to go, a risky strategy when the fans were looking forward to the risky Garnacho. United fans were appeased and soon satisfied. Garnacho's name was the most applauded of the day. This was not the comforting victory United fans had hoped for, although this is not the season for the old United to return. At least 2 victories are missing for the return to the Champions League. 2-0 is Ten Hag's United's favorite score, and this was their 9th. 6 more points from their last 3 games and the Champions League anthem will return to Old Trafford speakers, and Thursday nights of next season can be spent on the couch. If there's one top-flight game that consistently disappoints, it's United Wolves. Since Wolves' promotion in 2018, the team's 8 consecutive wins in the 13 matches between the teams have come by a single goal. This avoided becoming 9th through a cold move by Garnacho in the 94th minute. Rights holders won't regret letting the game start at 3 p.m. Wolves, 13th in the Premier League table, mathematically safe from relegation and with 2 away wins all season, still represented a unique test. When it was announced that there would be 6 minutes more, United fans complained. There were panic permits from David De Gea and Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Garnacho panicked with a pass over Bruno Fernandes, but not with the shot. As beneficial as the first free half weekend since September has been, United were virtually lifeless on the hottest day at Old Trafford since the opening weekend. They were more creative in the first half at West Ham, although the stark difference this week was the 1-0 halftime score in their favor. United fans first demanded Garnacho's entry as the hour mark approached. Instead, 30-year-old Wout Weghorst took off her tracksuit top. Jadon Sancho's drowsiness led to a louder version of Garnacho's singing. Sancho, feeling he was on borrowed time, responded and made a commendable stop of Dan Bentley. It shouldn't have taken Sancho 72 minutes to contribute so noticeably. This was such familiar United fare. Antony's afternoon started with an off-target attempt. Twice Antony was lavish with scoring opportunities, but with the third opening he charitably squared for his namesake Martial to score. With the exception of his casual conversion, Antony played with enthusiasm and again relished his right-wing alliance with Aaron Wan-Bissaka, but the 3 standout chances were all dashed. Antony took 130 seconds of the second half to get another shot opportunity, and his technique was telegraphed. Martial scored his 3rd goal in 15 appearances this season and crowned it with a salute. In one afternoon, United were deprived of the injured Marcus Rashford. Their forwards had to give in, and just as there were anxious murmurs from the Stretford end, Martial was on par with Antony. The goal was saved by Fernandes, again captain of United. It was his name that the fans chanted the loudest in the game, and when he approached the tunnel at halftime, Fernandes scolded Garnacho for his careless pass, but soon helped him. Raphael Varane was a typically calming presence upon his return from a 4-week absence. United have won 2 of their 7 games without Varane in that time, and as impressive as Victor Lindelof and Luke Shaw have formed, Varane is a vital vertebra in United's spine. Shaw, left back, was a Buccaneer presence and crossed for Antony to head. Lindelof was rightly kept at Varane's side. Of all the options in midfield, the £80 million captain was left on the bench until the late stages, but Maguire made a valiant block with the score still 1-0. For the 3rd straight game, Antony's first shot went off the post. Ten Hag was so looking forward to recover the ball that he threw outside the technical area. Unfortunately, United's only chance in the opening 20 minutes came through an inadvertent Max Kilman pass. There were two former United managers in the director's box, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer kept a relatively low profile on his first appearance at Old Trafford for 18 months. He has responded to many requests for a selfie, a stark contrast to the boos he was subjected to at the last United game he presided over at Watford 18 months ago. Solskjaer's legacy of play lives on, and he was serenaded in the 7th minute. This was also a departure from the sardonic Ole's behind the wheel mockery of Manchester City fans in his last home game as United manager. Solskjaer was not immediately visible in the director's box and sat with his eyes on the field. He may have wanted to avoid a reunion with some players, having dubbed some United stars snowflakes at an event in the city centre on Friday night. United hope Garnacho is not one of them. Hope you enjoyed the video. Did you like the news? Leave your opinion in the comments. If you came here, leave your like and subscribe to the channel.